don't know why, but progress still feels really weird on this car.
Oh. Beauty of web swinging?
No, it's just that's coming off the car.
Oh,
okay. Pretty good.
Oh.
Pretty good. One down, one to go. I hope this goes just as smooth. I have a feeling the hard part of today is going to be when we go to put the steering setup in, because we finally have to get inside this car, which I'm definitely not looking forward to.
You got it on the wrong way.
What's up?
Yeah, he's going the wrong way.
That'll do it, won't it? Look, guys, it's in the wall. It's only Tuesday. There we are. On the front might not be permanent progress like the rear. I'm still super stoked about it. I'm going to have to pull it back out. There's a few things we obviously have to address. Either way, in just a few minutes, we're going to have 4 wheels down on the ground. But before we can do that, we have one more thing to address. All that junk right there. I'm thinking the easiest way to go about this is pull this column out with the dash bar because it's practically melted together. Stick our new dash bar in there. Hopefully it fits. That's also going to give us a nice slate to mount our fancy used, I suppose, steering column to. Hopefully it goes as smooth as everything else has today.
Oh, man.
The rim stops, we'll take her for a spin.
Some people say they get their best ideas while they're in the shower. My best idea is web swinging. The other day, sitting down 9. Swinging, it connects you to the city. Say you fall the building and so dive bomb straight down.
In a complete 180 from yesterday, this could not have went better. Not only did we get our steering hooked up there, our dash bar on the inside bolted up without issue. Honestly, that's not even the best thing we uncovered today. When I pulled the old dash bar and steering column out, it ended up going a little overboard. Cleared out a lot more than I had originally anticipated from back there on the firewall. I can't even express to you guys how happy I was to see all that fresh red paint underneath there. Not only that, but as I was prying stuff back, it's starting to seem like all the plastic on here, all the carpet and still stuff on the floor, acted like insulation. I think the floor in the lower frame sections received a lot less heat than I originally thought. There we were running into issues removing this old dash bar here. There was so much plastic and rubber and everything melted down on top of it, even once it was unbolted, it didn't want to come. You had to get a little forceful with it, cut it into like 5 feet. But either way, while we still have a massive mess to clean up in here next episode, I am 10 times more confident than I was going in today. I feel like there's only one way to celebrate such a successful day.
That was a good one. It's a real pulling.
And that's, of course, with a brand new set of wheels and tires. Last episode, we got one single brand new wheel from Dodge. We sent the other 3 off to Alloy Wheel Repair. They took care of those. But of course, that was the easy part. Where things really got complicated is when we tried to find tires. From the jump, I knew I wasn't going to be able to buy the Demon logo tires new. They've been discontinued at Dodge forever now. I figured no big deal. We'll go ahead and order the 315 4018s off the new Superstock. It's pretty much the same tire, no Demon logo. Well, turns out you can't get those either. Now, lucky for us, this is where one of you guys came and saved the day. A viewer who also has a Demon reached out and said, hey, when I bought mine, I stocked up with a set of spare tires. I never ended up using them, but actually have these brand new, I guess, full stock, you would call it,
You want to hear from and talk to me about what's happening in the
Needless to say, I
so I won't be changing how I do things. No trying to class up the pod,
a lot
no
better on the
cabs,
car
no
than they are
lasers.
sitting on that car.
It's just me and you. You know what?
Empire State Building. Let's check the clue.
You should put like
Hurry
22
atop the Empire State.
tire,
You'll find a pair of blind
speakers,
eyes.
What is wrong with you? I didn't even realize the SRT logo
Maybe
is
the
still
clue's
there in the
about the
center. Check
binoculars
that
on the
out.
observation
So it's weird,
platform.
but I mean, it does still have the right logo. Definitely leaving it like that. I do have a replacement, but we're not using it. Honestly, guys, I did not think we were going to be able to find a set of tires for this car. I know we had some time, but to knock something like this off our list this early is just a huge win. It looks tough, Fernando. It looks
Modern
good.
Art Museum in Greenwich.
Even that today was
Remember that place.
the opposite of yesterday. It went amazing. We made a ton of progress, and honestly, it's not even dark out. It didn't take us that long. I suppose the proper way to celebrate is head on over to the other unit and show you guys that red-eye drivetrain that one of you guys are going to own. Hold on. What are we doing?
Find
Let's
the
take a whip.
fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look at it. 5th grade theater, Empire State. I shall. Never agreed to wrangle a bus to a tin roof, son.
Look at me now.
Took
go
us 3
5
hours
miles
to
an
get
hour.
here, and when we
Now
did,
go hands
who
on the
showed
wheel,
up?
sit back,
The
and the car will
redheaded
never see the road again. Look at us.
As soon as we stepped off the elevator, we had to turn right back around and get it back.
Giving away this red eye.
You wanted to stay. Told me, Spiderman needs our help,
I
Dad.
should have said engine that was in the red eye. Anyway, this is a 2005 5.7 liter V8 out of a Dodge Magnum. It is tested and it is running. I have video proof. How good does it run? How much power does it make? I have no clue. Hey, it's free, don't complain. Now, does it belong in a car like this? Absolutely not. But if you have an old Dodge truck, you have, God forbid it, cylinder Dodge, you're going to force it, or like one of those SRT4s, maybe you can find a way to put this in it. Hey, it's not going to cost you anything. All you need to do, go down in the comments, tell me what you're going to put this in. The only rules are, 1, you have to actually own the car. 2, you have to be able to come pick it up from the shop. Now, we are going to work on the honor system, which I realize is a lot to ask of the internet. But if you don't own the car or can't come pick it up, stick to the other giveaways. Leave this to somebody who can actually put it to good use. When I say drivetrain, I mean engine, transmission, and honestly anything else that happens to be under this. Maybe there's a drive shaft, I don't know. As per usual, in the next Demon video, I'll let you guys know who won that, and who knows, maybe when they come pick it up, they'll end up in a Demon video down the road. And now that we got all of that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. If you've made it this far, I really, really appreciate it, and I'm gonna leave you off with the winners of the last video's giveaway. I hit that window a little harder, not those things. Overall, they're not in great shape, but they're still nice enough that they're worth about 3. God damn it. Scratch that, we're walking. Gas prices are a motherfucker. Most people have no clue that in 2023, the best way to make money on Amazon is not with physical products. It's Amazon's other company, Audible. After spending nearly $20,000 on this beautiful Dodge Demon and putting in weeks of work, it somehow looks worse now than when I bought it. And no, that is not going to change today. We've replaced the suspension, sent the engine off for a proper build at the machine shop, and even taken it on its first test drive. But one thing we haven't done, and it's not because I'm scared. I'm not scared. Okay. Me personally, I prefer the word nervous. But it's time to start hacking this demon up. Pillar, the roof, the quarter panel, it's all coming off. This absolute disaster of an interior. We have to get every bit of it out. But once we get done gutting this poor demon, we can finally start building my version of the ultimate American muscle car. Now for the question of the week, where do we start? I think I have a plan. Is it a good plan? Debatable, I suppose. What I think we're going to do here,
why, yes, there is, my
always
faithful
nice when the
flock.
car gives you a little bit of a head start. As you can see here, the roof has finally started to
Spiderman, toys! Not only does he steal from children, he bullies them into playing with toys they probably don't even want. On Earth, they put capacity. Which is why I'm announcing a new venture for...
This sound always feels like someone celebrating. Even when it's just
all right, team, I think we're about there. That spot well there. There may be one more down there from that rear roof. I think that's it. This has been way too easy. You by any chance remember how long it took us to pull that Porsche roof?
Not gonna find it over here.
We're not gonna have this luxury whatsoever when we go to do this on the donor car. But for now, we can just kind of take the easy way out. I can access, in this roof, which is putting together really well, actually. Much success. Can't lie to you guys, it feels pretty amazing to have some room to work in here. I take us
Getting too far away.
whole operation, everything we're doing today go 10 times smoother.
Throwing this out there, you know? Basically, something like world first. Convertible manual.
It sounded like a
Too
celebration.
long. I'm not a convertible guy. I'm very fair-skinned. I'm not built for that harsh sun. Good to get a
Pretty sure
look
it's
at what we're
behind
going to be working with moving forward. This gives me a lot of confidence that sticking that other roof on's not going to be that big of a deal. This is a massive, massive roof skin. The good news is, once we get rid of this roof skin and stick that hardtop roof skin on there, I'm pretty positive we're going to lose a ton of weight. I've yet to see one with the headliner down, but to the best of my knowledge, the hardtop roofs are just mounted with 3 bows. You have the rear one right there, you have the center one right there that you saw us unbolt, and then of course we have this front one here which is still on the car. One other thing I was really happy to see on this was how easy it drilled out. As you heard us mention earlier, my 911 Turbo, it took forever. The only thing I can think of is that German sheet metal really is all it's cracked up to be. I can't think of any other reason why this would have been so easy to drill through. Now before we move on to some more cutting here, I have a question for you guys. We all know by this point that I'm doing giveaways throughout this entire series. At some point when the car is closer to being some type of merch. I don't know if it's shirts, stickers, whatever. But I want to hold on to one large piece to cut up and ship with every order. So this is the part where you go down in the comments and vote. Are we going with the roof or are we going with the rear quarter panel there?
That's it. Ringing on the hour.
When I hear those bells, I remember the last time I was. My dad had just graduated from the police academy.
So if you've ever wondered what
I
a
didn't go to
Challenger
the
looks like
ceremony,
100% topless,
Brought some
welcome. For as
milkshakes.
depressing as this
Strawberry
scene looks in front of you, I'm
peanut
actually
butter
really
cream.
encouraged for a couple different
So
reasons.
why, remember?
First, this front roof bow. I had assumed that it was going to be kind of flimsy, not really providing much structural support. But this guy here, the front portion of it, is not one but two pieces of metal spot welded together and then mounted to the car with this much thicker end grids. For obvious reasons, structural integrity is a bit of a concern. Needless to say, I'll take good racing wherever I can get it. Prior to this, I thought the only thing protecting us when we roll this thing will be the e-killers themselves. Some might call it ambition, some might call it illusion. This area right here is the one part of this project that I'm not 100% confident in. Stop it.
I paid off $495,000 in debt within 18 months using what I now call my step path. I turned this system into a book that anyone can get immediately by clicking the link below. It's free. You can have it completely read in less than 1 day. If you want it, it's yours. By the way, my name is Jeff Lerner, and I used to make between $20,000 and $40,000 a year as a jazz musician before I hit rock bottom. Rock bottom, that meant $495,000 in debt. The thing I hated the most, I had no control over my time and my income. And then just when I thought things couldn't get worse, I got evicted from my apartment, was working all these hours just trying to keep up, literally hiding from creditors like a criminal. And on top of that, my wife left me. I could barely get out of bed. I was so depressed and hopeless, and I felt powerless. Until finally I stumbled across a real way, to make money with a phone and a laptop. I didn't have to have any tech skills. I was no tech expert, but I found I could still make money online. And I finally realized what every boss and university and bank is hoping you'll never discover. If you will spend 1 hour a day developing yourself, you'll never have to go back to a 9 to 5. That was in 2008 for me. Now, $50 million later, 2 million subscribers to my newsletter later, being featured on USA Today and Success Magazine, starting a podcast, writing a best-selling book, I am here to present an opportunity to you. The same opportunity that I was looking for back when I just needed a sign things would be okay. And I've written another book for you called The Freedom Business Formula. This one is completely free, and it shows you how you can create the life you want without having to buy any products or learn how to build websites or having to hire and manage employees. It's all served up to you on a silver platter so you can build the life you want and have a roadmap for how to do it. The best part is you can have this book completely read in a day or two. It's only about 100 pages. Now, I have to level with you. None of this is going to matter. None of what's in the book is going to matter if you're not going to do to work. And if you are, instead of putting up with a job you hate, falling deeper and deeper into debt, how about building a legacy, taking care of the people you care about? If that's what you want, then click the button that's somewhere around this video right now. Grab your free copy of the Freedom Business Formula. Then know you're going to
So
love
I
it.
have checked this location against local crime reports. Hell, that nausea and obviously great Victor Underground. Got into a shootout.
Underground went after the Magia? Like the crime family?
If you're texting a girl you really like, but she's leaving you on red, waiting hours to reply, or ghosting you whenever you ask her out, then listen up and face this f***ing fact. She's always on her phone. Girls are always on their phone, which means she sees your message popping up, but she's choosing not to reply. Why? Because you are boring. Your messages don't excite her, they don't stand out, and they don't give her any motivation to meet up with you. How do I know this? Because I know women. I know just how many messages they get each day, I know how most men text them, and I know that 99% of the men texting them are all sending exact same needy
Friendly neighborhood
good morning,
Spiderman thing.
what are you doing, how was your day, I miss you, I hope you do well tonight, and blah blah f***ing blah. Problem is,
Wow.
you don't know the mistakes you're making, you're just going to keep on making them. And
Up all the way back to the B-pillar, and then went all the way up here under the upper door hinge. Follow this outer panel down, you see it doesn't cut in anywhere. It goes all the way back to the rear quarter. I assume from the factory they just slap it in the entire side of the car right on the body. On our beautiful little demon here, I haven't quite decided how I'm going to install the new panels when the time comes. If we can find ourselves a wide body Challenger donor car with a completely flawless driver's side, I may very well attach it all as one big panel. As for removing the parts from this car, there's no reason we need to go and make things hard on ourselves. Sorry, let me clarify. There's no need to make things any harder than we already have by buying this monstrosity. So what we're going to do is just back it off right there and work our way up. There we are. First impression under here. Clearly not as bad as that outer thin layer of sheet metal. The A-pillar, the keybox was all buckled up. But unfortunately, if I had to guess, this is still bowed just a little bit. This next part's going to be really hard to pick up on camera, but I believe through the naked eye, right there, it looks like it's down just a little bit. We'll get to measuring that in just a little bit, but first we have a couple more things we need to pull off, like this door. I'm still not quite sure how we're going to pull that off. The one thing I'm sure of, it's going to be much easier without this giant mess of the interior. Not only that, but we've yet to get to the trunk of this car. For obvious reasons, we can't open the trunk in a normal fashion, so that leaves one option. Get all that out of the way and reach the emergency latch on the underside. What do you think's in the trunk?
That's a good question. Now that I'm thinking about it, we'd never open it. What about it's like a bag full of cash?
I highly doubt that. As for what's in the trunk, I have two theories. Theory number one, there's absolutely nothing in there, but theory number two, there's a note from the insurance company laughing at us for buying this piece of shit. But we're not going to get to the bottom of this mystery until we fully clean out this interior, which I am not at all excited about. Finally pop that trunk. As you guys saw, I had to cut that driver's seat out. Unfortunately, it was all the way back, so I couldn't get the rear bolt. It was an absolute nightmare. Frankly, it took about an hour and a half. I'm a little more hopeful with the passenger side. It looks like whoever was riding shotgun was a little bit shorter. The seat's only halfway back, so I'm somewhat optimistic we can get to all 4 bolts. Absolutely unreal how much stuff we've got out of this car. Somehow when we got this car in, even seeing the shape the interior was in, I didn't think it was going to be this much stuff. If you look in there, it doesn't even look like we made a dent. I am just a little concerned about the light the car lived prior to me buying it. I think most of you guys are going to agree. Once I show you what's on the trunk, I'm going to figure out how much of it I can actually show you.
Most wearables only track your heart rate during strength training, which tells you nothing about your muscles. We're not like wearables. Whoop quantifies both the cardiovascular and muscular load of your workout, measuring how hard your body is working, so you know when to push yourself and when to focus on recovery. Whoop, the only wearable that accounts for all of your activity.
Okay. All that's left is to find the jammer and shut it down.
Oh, this one's not up far enough either. Looks like this one's also going to be an ordeal. Cue the music.
There's a pulley over those crates.
Bang, bang.
I have no idea if you can actually hear me, guys, but I think we're on the last piece of carpet here, finally. Oh my god. You really want to turn the camera on for this?
Yeah.
It's like 50-50 on just oh.
Yeah. That's right.
But to do this 8 in the morning, that'll be. Oh.
As Pete would say, that's a bingo. Wow.
You need some
It's a
fresh air?
Magia trophy
Yes, and I
room.
also feel like outside is the only safe place to take this off. Guys, we got so much junk out of that car. Not only that, but we also found a license plates, service records. I have a little bit of research to do, and then we have quite a few things to go over that we found in that car. Keep in mind, we haven't even opened the trunk yet. All right, guys, before we hop back into it, I want to take just a quick second of your time, and don't worry, it's not enough. Some of you guys already know that I've spent the last decade or so building this salvage business. My parents' backyard is doing whatever you want to call this. What you guys don't know, though, is that up until about a year ago, I completely lost my love of cars as a hobby. So about a year ago, I decided to buy a Corvette and pick up a camera, and honestly, it changed everything. Turns out that I really enjoy doing it. Not only that, being able to share my automotive journey with you guys brought back every bit of love I have for this hobby 100,000%. I really can't even put it into words how grateful I am for just the insane amount of support you guys have shown. Without you guys, there's a 0% chance I'm doing this, and somehow, even on a day like today, where I spend 10 hours in a respirator cleaning out this disaster, this somehow makes it all fun. Truly, guys, thank you so much. And with that said, let's get back to it. Check her out. What do you think?
Man, not that bad.
Not that bad, man. I'm gonna shoot you straight. If I didn't see the way this car looked before, I'd never even know the thing was on fire.
Sounds a little
No,
off on these
I mean,
bills.
you're going crazy now. It's not.
Anyway,
Guess the
frankly,
Magia
none of
never
this was
nailed down
hard
the
at
counterfeiting
all. It was just
operation.
really, really time consuming. We didn't run into any one spot that gave us much trouble. Well, except this shifter plate, but that's a different story. Hey, can I get a hand, please?
Definitely
After that,
the
there was
old
only
family
one
style.
thing left to do. We had to bust out the vacuum and do some sucking. Now that I'm no longer in danger of breaking a leg while working in here, I guess we can stick on our first manual swap piece, the manual trans tunnel. Now that we're halfway done our manual swap, let's finally go over everything we found in this car. We haven't done a giveaway in this video yet, so I suppose we'll start with one of those.
Hey,
we have another piece of
consider the jammer
You guys
jam.
love this from the first video, and this one, a little bigger and a little heavier than any of those were. So for this, you gotta go down in the comments and put this even looks good as new. You guys know the drill by now. At the end of the next video, I'll pick one of the comments and see that piece of beam. Where are we going next? I know you have some questions. I can see in your face.
Sounds good.
Like,
I'm looking forward to hearing the
confusion, like,
podcast.
what actually happened to the thing? But red seatbelt.
It was buried under a ton of ash, but somehow some of this red seatbelt did survive. I figured it's cool enough. I like red stuff. Why not give it away?
Now the interior looks clean. It's gonna be